Oh yeah, go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pressing Buttons. Me and CJ, we are here to press the hell out of some damn buttons because this past weekend was Evo 2022. Man, CJ, let me tell you something.
And the theme of the
Um,
Evo weekend.
let me tell you something about about this Evo that just passed here. See, first of all, seeing how Evo got canceled in 2020 because of the pandemic, and then because other people decided to be actual predators in 2021, that got canceled. Uh,
I mean, it wasn't going to happen in 2021 any fucking
no,
ways,
no,
even
no.
with that.
I'm not even referring to the fact that it was a pandemic. It took something like what took place in 2021. Like I said, motherfuckers out here being actual predators. What's up, Mr. Wizard? Um, you know, all that shit got shot down. Sony picks them up. So what was how did you feel seeing this Sony ran Evo for 2022?
I mean, it's a theme in which, we'll have the episode. That episode should drop this week, before this. But the theme of it is much like all the conventions this year. Welcome back, because there was a shit ton of people at Evo this year, to the point to where Mandalay Bay felt more full compared to previous years.
Yeah, there was parts where it looked like it was empty on like one side of the convention. I guess it depended on what game was present.
Well, I mean, obviously, early in the morning, that shit ain't gonna be fucking full. Let's be real about that. Like 10 a.m. on the fucking West Coast. Who the
Well,
fuck is up that damn early
you'd
watching?
be surprised. You'd
But
be
it's
surprised.
but it's but it's 10 a.m. and motherfuckers out there partying in Vegas, hungover. So I'm not saying there's not a lot of people out in the crowd, but
CJ,
compared to when you get to like the later that night when it
CJ,
started being packed.
CJ, you and I were on a boat for Warner Brothers and literally went to work the next day.
No, but I'm saying we're talking. This is Vegas, so it's just.
It was still a party.
But here's the thing though. I've been to Evo, and trust me, like I've been there. Like I've literally like that Sunday morning before, because I had an afternoon flight because it's Evo 2014. That morning, I went by. This is before the Mandalay Bay. I went by the area where they had the finals at, and it was 10 a.m. There was people there to its credit, but like at that point, I think it was which DOA came out in 2014.
I think they were still playing DOA 5
Yeah,
last round.
five. Yeah, five was five, yeah. Last round was in the main stage of Evo in 2014, and there was people there, but it wasn't like a lot of people. A lot of people, you know.
I think that's mostly because it was DOA.
Yeah, but still, it's still 10 a.m. in the morning. And the thing of it is, this year, even though there was people at Mandalay for what game was it at 10 a.m. on Sunday? Fuck, I forgot the game, but compare that to say later that evening when it got to like Fighter Z. Well, Fighter Z was
I must say,
early in the
wait,
morning.
wasn't Mortal Kombat the one in
Mortal
the
Kombat
morning?
was no Mortal Kombat. Okay, so here's the weird part about Evo. So Friday evening, Skullgirls got their top 8 out the way.
Yeah.
Uh, Saturday is when you had top 8 for Fighter Z, which ran to fucking 3:30 in the goddamn morning here on the East Coast, and I'm
Yeah.
like atrocious.
Uh,
MK was the one that started off, and I think Sonic Fox ended up winning that one.
so I know what it was that started Sunday morning. It was KOF top 8.
KOF top 8. There was, now to his credit, it, like I said again, it had a lot of people. But like compared to like later that night with Street Fighter, especially Street Fighter and Guilty Gear,
Mm-hmm.
and what came before Street Fighter?
It was Tekken 7.
Tekken 7. It was a ton of people in that fucking crowd. That's why I say it looked a hell of a lot full with those games compared to previous years.
Yeah.
So, but I would say this year overall, like it was welcome back, but also the key word this year was rollback.
Okay, I'll get to, hold on. We'll get to the rollback news and
but overall, to your question though, it was definitely much like all the conventions this year. I think everybody was very happy to be back. You know, James Chin and them was definitely ecstatic to be back at Evo. I mean, think about it. Like, you haven't been to Evo in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like you said, 2020 and 2021, people were fiending for a
In
layer of
person.
like layer of in person. CEO was kind of like the big one before Evo, where people were really congregating because
The pregame.
yeah, pregame, and CEO went out without a hitch. We saw a ton of people at CEO, way more than normal, so people were itching for it, and I think that mask mandate was heavy and strong at Evo this year.
Man.
They were not fucking around. It was like,
They
hey, put a
weren't.
goddamn mask on.
They made sure when you come through that Mandalay Bay, you have on a mask.
Or else get the fuck out.
I mean, God, the mandate was heavy. And not, not that I like disagree with it or anything. I'm like, hey, mask up, do what you got to do. But holy crap. I mean, everybody from the commentators to the spectators to the players, everybody was rocking a mask.
Yeah. I mean, and that's.
And I applaud Evo for not doing the gimmicky shit of giving out Evo face masks.
Yeah, it's too expensive. I mean, let's be real.
But that's what I said. I applaud them for not doing it.
Let's be real. Like, if Evo was 3,000, was like BlurCon levels of people, they could do it, but they're not. I mean, that's, how expensive that shit is. I mean,
I know.
you're right in the fact that thank God they didn't do that, but they could have. But I think it's like, yeah, why do that? That's just too gimmicky. we already give out gold fucking fight sticks to the top 3 in every game. Already expensive.
Which has been a change if you really think about it, because didn't back in the day gold fight sticks used to be a thing? Like, you could be in 4th place and get a gold fight stick.
It started in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, I remember Mike Ross.
I think it was if you got top 8, you got it. I think, or top. It might be top 4. I don't know.
Or it might have been top 8. I think everybody got one. If you hit
and then they just
8.
and then it just eased it up to like top three. Because
it was like an actual quote unquote gold.
But from what I've been noticing also about Evo is that they're definitely trying to also. And I've been there and I've seen they have different dealer tables there, but it felt like it was a little bit different than what I saw this year. It seems like they're also trying to have that sort of convention vibe on top of the tournament kind of thing, because I saw like a lot of dealer tables and concession stuff there.
They were definitely going for the convention vibe, because number one, you had people with panels. Number two,
well, they always have panels, but yeah, you're right.
No, I know, but I'm saying number one, you had people with panels. Number two, you had the all those guys, like
a lot of industry panels, more than normal.
I mean, but I'm talking about those guys that ran the like the stuff in the dealer's room, like you had Arcade Shock, like Focus Attack, like all those guys that sell arcade parts, freaking Kwamba, Paradise. I think Paradise was there. Almost everybody that that sells fight stick parts and accessories and freaking fighting game merch, memorabilia, all of that was there.
Yeah, it's it was definitely interesting to see, and it kind of made me like I said, when I went in 2014, some of those people were there at that time. I mean, if you think about it, that was like still Street Fighter 4 heyday. I think at that point that was Arcade Edition, I believe, 2014. Yeah, Arcade Edition. Yeah. But a lot of those people were there, but like you said, it was more this year in terms of other people, which is good. I mean, that's good for the fighting game community. That's good for other things. I saw people complain that they wish that they went for a third day with that room, but I get it, because everybody, I mean, by the time you get to the third day, everybody's migrated over to Mandalay. So who's really at
everybody's there for top 8.
Yeah, they're there for top 8 at that point. So I get it, but it would have been nice to have them over for a third day. But yeah, this year definitely was huge. I'm going to get this gripe out the way real quick. As somebody that was watching Evo this weekend, I'm going to need them next year to ease up on the Evo breaks.
Oh boy. Okay. We can go ahead and start. We can go ahead and talk about that. That was probably by far my biggest problem with with this whole thing.
There's a reason why.
Why would you why on God's earth? It seemed to me that they hit a commercial break for every match.
FighterZ did not start till 1:00 in the morning on the East Coast. It was supposed to start earlier, 2 hours earlier. Now I understood they ran behind because of Mortal Kombat, but still, you're running behind because you're running fucking ad breaks every 2 matches, and it
Not
makes
to
no
mention,
damage. It makes
not
no
just
sense.
not just ad breaks. See, Chris, it's worse than that. It's not just ad breaks. They're running their own in-house commercials.
On
So like
top of what you, on top of the ads
on
that
top
pop
of
up
the
on the Twitch.
yeah, I was gonna say on top of the Twitch ads. So you're getting twice the amount of ads. And holy crap! I mean, if you're gonna run ads,
TV commercials don't get this egregious.
No, they don't. But if you're gonna run ads, could you at least throw in ads for shit that's on sale? You know, throw some Steam deals up. Throw a Humble Bundle. I mean, throw Green Man Gaming. Just all the stuff, all the shit that went on sale. Freaking PSN
Dude,
Store, Xbox Live. You know, just boom, splash.
fuck that. How about you just run ads when you get to a good spot in your top 8? How about that? How about like, yo, we're in top 8. All right, let's run through these matches until it hits to like the losers finals. All right, cool. They literally every 2 matches.
Not even 2 matches. It was every match. Every match they
no, it was every 2. It was every 2 matches because DBZ FighterZ. I was watching it when it started at 1. They had a match for winner side. They had the first 2 matches in winner side. Went on a 15-minute break.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went over to the loser side. 2 matches there. 20-minute break. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, what are we doing? Like, and it was a theme for the whole weekend. It was even happening in pools, and it was like, dog, like,
yeah, even pool play, they were running ridiculous amounts of ads.
I get you got to keep the lights on, but god damn it, like, ease up, like, yo, parse that shit out.
Is there to keep on, sir? They got bought by Sony.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, dog, like, there's layers of space out your commercials, because again, network television don't get this fucking egregious with it. NBA finals don't do this shit. They'll have a 20, hey, they're taking a 20-second timeout, and it's literally a 20-second commercial, and it cuts back to fucking TNT.
So
that's my only gripe, if I'm gonna be real. That's really my only gripe.
That was your gripe. You want to know what mine was? And I had to learn about this on Twitter.
What?
So our boy Ryan Gutierrez, Gutex, decided to plug his book about how to get good at fighting games, right? Yeah. Now, you know, a lot of people have pretty much ousted this dude from the FGC, you know, because obvious reasons. And God, I'm trying to remember a dude's name from Twitter. He was asked by Ryan if he can run the ad for his book, and he told him several times no. This dude woke up the next morning and found Gutex's ad. The ad for his book. Everybody was blowing him up. It was Damascus. That's what it was. Freaking Damascus blew that shit up on Twitter. And he, you know, sent out an apology to everybody saying, look, I am so sorry. I didn't, you know, he asked me several times. I said no. I didn't know nothing about this until I woke up this morning. How you going to do some slimy shit?
I mean, I was going to show a picture of it, but I don't want to give out free advertisements.
No. Actually, no. You can actually post up the picture.
That's free advertising.
No,
fuck that shit.
No, not that. What I'm saying is you can post up the picture that Damascus posted where he said, I cropped out the website because fuck Gutex.
Hey,
I died laughing.
I gotta be honest with you. That still is a bridge too far for free advertisement. So I'm not even gonna do that.
I was like, bro, he really went and did this shit. Like you went straight behind dude's back and told the organizers, yeah, I got the okay, and they ran his.
I wouldn't even call that a gripe. That's just dumb FGC bullshit that always happens. That shenanigans that happens and stuff more than anything. I remember when I saw that. Right. I was like, of course, Gutex did that shit. Look, I lost track of Gutex after, you know,
Mr. I support January 6th.
Look, that dude was trying to cop pleas for January 6th and also was going hard in the paint on fucking crypto, like not crypto, NFTs. And I was like,
no, it was crypto. It was for crypto.
Oh, crypto was fine. NFTs, you know, but he really was trying to parse out January 6th on some like
and the super anti-vax conspiracies. I mean, dude's been wilding. I mean, the fall from grace with you know, Dude's come a long way from Excellent Adventures. We're far away from Excellent Adventures.
I mean, just the fact. Look,
Can I get that Gutex back, please?
I mean, apparently that Gutex wasn't even paying his people. So,
do we really need to talk about that?
I'm not. Look, I said what I said. There's nothing to go into that. You can figure it out yourself on who wasn't getting paid.
Look, CJ, this is pressing buttons. We can press some messy buttons.
I'm not pressing messy buttons. It's like people can figure that out. I'd rather people just look it up themselves instead of diving into it, because that's just gonna make me feel like,
Listen,
you can look.
I got a
You can
go to fight stick right there.
You can literally go to Twitter right now and type in Gutex pay, and that will pop up right there with the video. It's the funniest fucking video ever. Because I
sent that to you guys.
Era sent it to me, but then I saw by somebody else retweet that same video on Twitter. You can look it up, Gutex pay. It pops up immediately. Like it's nothing to really say. It's like, of course he didn't pay his people. Of course he didn't.
Dude, you want to know why Cross Counter crashed and burned the way it did?
There you go.
It's a damn shame.
It's but yeah, it's this weekend. Let's go with the news instead of because
I was getting ready to. I was going to start off because I got the panel right here.
No, I got all of it right here. So I don't know. Do you want to start with the FighterZ getting?
No, I was going to start. I was going to start with the small stuff first.
Persona 4.
No, not that. The thing I was going to start with was Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui got Fall Guys costumes from August 4th to the 8th. So as of this episode, this is your last day to get it. Get them skins. For anyone who still likes Fall Guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's it's an interesting game. It's fun. But there's a chance to get some Terry and Mai costumes.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's yeah. So Persona 4 is getting rollback netcode.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna run down the list. The following games were announced with rollback netcode. Persona 4, FighterZ got a rollback netcode. Freaking Samurai Showdown,
Next Gen Plus rollback.
Yep. What else? What else is getting rollback netcode?
Oh, no, because Skullgirls already had rollback.
No, Skullgirls already had it.
I'm trying to think what else had. There was another one. Because basically FighterZ is getting the next gen rollout plus the rollback. So that means PC versions of the games get updated. But if you have old generation, well, you're fucked.
No, but they're working on something to get it pushed. So if you have the old version, I think they might do something where if you have the PS4 version of Fighters, you can get a free upgrade to the PS5 version with the rollback netcode.
Think so?
It's possible. I mean, I don't see why they shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on that. I ain't gonna hold you on that. You're right.
By the way, anyone who's fans of, I don't want to say obscure fight, well, kind of obscure, but this was a game that didn't necessarily leave the shores of Japan, but a lot of people went out of their way to get a hold of the arcade cartridge. Rumblefish 2 is coming.
I thought 1 and 2.
No, 1 and 2 was coming to consoles.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying.
No. I was getting to that. I was saying that Rumblefish 1 and 2 as a collection is supposed to be coming out, but Rumblefish 2 was announced that is getting released on Steam this winter, along with PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Switch.
But not the first one, unless is the first one already on Steam?
No, it's not. I don't know what's going on with the release. I'm like, why not just give us both? Because they literally dropped the trailer for Rumblefish 2 being released across the board, but I'm like, didn't you guys literally just drop the trailer for Rumblefish 1 and 2?
Makes no fucking sense. It's like why would you not?
Oh, and that's another game that's also getting rollback netcode.
I mean, like I said, that was the theme of this year, rollback. And everybody, look, the fact that everybody was like excited over rollback features versus everything else is hilarious to me in a way, because it's like, oh, I mean, that's a good thing. I ain't knocking it. Rollback is a great feature. It's just funny that everybody universally is like, oh my god, this is so great.
I mean, I'm just happy that all these developers, because I think, what was it, last year? Remember last year, the big freaking Zoom meeting with all of the fighting game developers? Everybody was sitting down talking to each other, and like the big thing that everyone kept talking about was rollback netcode. Everybody was going nuts about it in the chat, and they finally addressed it and said, it's something that everybody said the same thing. Oh, we'll look into it. We'll see what we can do. Fast forward to Evo this year, boom, everybody's getting rollback netcode. And with good reason too, because this has to be the most important time where we need rollback netcode. The days of in-person fighting outside of tournaments is really going away. And
it's not going away. It's more so.
No,
I think it's beneficial for now for people that live in areas that
I still
don't
say
have a scene.
I still say it's going away. It's going.
No, it's staying. Put this way: if you live in a big area, you're fine. It's for the places that are small and don't have a scene that it's going to benefit them.
I know, but I'm saying it's not like how it was in the past. It's remember back in the day,
it's the same as it was.
No, back in the day, everybody would literally get together to play some games. Now everybody is. I don't want to say everybody's more isolated.
People still are. It's just major scenes. Think about it. Like for us, right?
But I'm not referring to the major scenes. I'm referring to like all the small circles that, like you said, they either don't have scenes. Arcades are not coming back in those.
That's areas. What I said. Small towns like us, and we live in the DC area, so we already have a scene. We already had that shit on lock. This, like I said, this benefits the other states. That's not Texas and California and New York and DC and Florida.
Of course, I'm not even
Georgia.
I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about I'm talking about big states. They used to have big ass arcades. I mean, look what happened to Chinatown Fair. Hell, look what happened to freaking Super Arcade.
But I'm saying that's New York. People still go to 8 on a Break in Jersey.
Yeah, but but Super Arcade, I'm also referring to in Cali. You still have a couple that will pop up every now and then.
For all I've heard, Cali still has a scene. I'm just saying, like, I think, but I see what you're saying, but it's still, those places still have a scene. It's just things have changed in terms of like, because right now they're still doing Wednesday night fights. Or is it Tuesday night fights?
It's Wednesday night.
They still do Wednesday nights. They're still doing Next Level. They still doing all those things. I just think now rollback is just beneficial. I would say this: there's more online tournaments now.
Yeah,
which is what this is basically going to help out for big time.
I believe that this is going more towards the future, because as we go further into the future, there's going to be a lot more online stuff. Yes, there's always going to be a place for in-person stuff, but there's going to be a lot of online things that's going to be happening. And think about it. A lot of brick and mortar arcades, let's see where they are 10 years from now.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're jumping the gun. Like, this is the future.
I'm not trying to jump the gun. I'm just calling it how I see it, because I've seen the arcade scene in Japan. It's gone corporate. Shit is corporate now. It's not even the same. Like, the arcade scene that I went to in Japan in 2012 is nothing like what it is today.
Yeah. I mean,
the ones that are still holding on, they're holding on for dear life because of the fan base, the scene that they have, and the fact that the games that they get, they have to run off of a network server. It's expensive to run stuff like that. You're talking about several cabinets that run off of servers. That's just expensive, bro.
Look, I'm not put this way. Put this way. Right now, everybody sat there and was like, "Oh, streaming is the future," but we're seeing now that streaming isn't what it's cracked up to be, because hey, companies need money, and that's why I'm like, it's beneficial on one aspect of it, but the in-person experience is still going to fucking supersede like online. If anything, it just boosts the online aspect of it to where Joe Blow in fucking Nebraska can actually hold an online tournament, and then boom, good to go.
There will always be a place for in-person, but I'm just saying that this is a good thing that they're practicing, they're practicing the etiquette of having proper online and not just and not just leaving it to their home country. Because remember how it was back in the day. You try to play a fighting game online. If you didn't live in Japan, you were pretty much shit out of luck.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. It's beneficial on that end. I will not deny that. Hey, they have to have rollback to benefit these online things, but I don't think it's gonna like 10 years from now we're not going to get in person, because I think in person is going to still be a thing. It's just going to be a case of much like with it's kind of like with comic book stores, right? Comic book stores had to realize they had to evolve what they sold in stores other than just comic books, which is why you have them selling Gunpla, which is why they sell Dungeons and Dragons stuff, which is why they're selling t-shirts and all these other things. And I think Evo and a lot of these other tournaments recognize, which is why I remarked on the fact that they have like it's starting to have that convention flavor of having these places in there, because it's like they realize, hey, yeah, we're Evo, yeah, we have a tournament, but it'd be nice to actually have something that gives like a convention flavor. Because I mean, didn't MomoCon have like streaming of tournaments at their thing too?
They did.
Yeah, which I mean, it's like it's an anime convention already. Yeah, it's an anime convention, right? Yeah, it's an anime convention. But then they also stream in a fighting game tournament there, and then people can actually dress up, and then people can do this, and then go to the fighting game tournament, and you get streamed, and it's all those little intricacy things. Because I think Evo, if anything, is going to end up becoming way more mainstream than it did before in the past, where it got on ESPN briefly, and
yeah, that was
it.
funny.
Which I mean, it was nice.
Fun time. That was a fun time, wasn't it?
It was nice, and I think with them pairing with Sony might try to get that happening again. Because it's nice to see that on ESPN. I mean, and as much as people say, why is Street Fighter ESPN? I'm like, dude, you weren't watching ESPN 3. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Like, what are we doing here? And like Sam said, yeah, you get the theatrical experience with Evo because their production values, like I said, Sony, I think you mentioned, like the main stage area where they had the tournaments and stuff, they got like Sony cameras pointed at the players, and it's way more, I mean, it's not to say Evo in the past was never on those production levels. They definitely had some production levels.
They were. But now it's Sony like money and Sony products.
So now you got Sony cameras pointing cameras at the players, and you're getting the only thing missing is like a fucking aerial shots.
Dude, give it another year. We'll get a freaking they'll partner up with DJI, and we'll have a freaking drone flying around.
Just drones flying around, Mandalay Bay just on a string, getting the audience reaction and shit. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, they had some audio hiccups and stuff, because at one point,
shout out to SNK.
Yeah, because look, I'm gonna be that guy to gotta say it, because I have to be the one to say it. Just FYI, folks, Saudi blood money got this popping.
I'm so mad at you for saying that.
Hey, dog. Hey, it is what it is, man.
Game is game, bro. I know.
If folks heard our last episode, we both talked about it. The Saudi prince got a huge stake in SNK. I'm just saying, a lot of beheadings had to happen for this shit to go down.
It's a damn shame. The man speaking truth.
I'm just saying. Am I excited for this? Yes, I am. But understand, blood money had to make this happen.
We've been asking for this for years.
Been asking for this shit since before Street Fighter 4. What are you talking about?
We were supposed to get this game decades ago.
Woo, boy. Somebody's gonna be like, how's that blood money feel? It feels great. Get to play his I get to play his grand again. It's awesome.
And that's even if he's in the game.
Black Dynamite. I was told Max made it happen. Max does not have Saudi blood money, sir.
He does not.
He advocated it to his credit, but nah, it just wasn't happening.
I know he was happy to see Rock Howard, as I was.
But I have to put this in here because I know you are going to mark out at this, because your fave character and another character are beefing in KOF 15, and it was fucking hilarious to watch. Let's see. Hold up. There we go. Trying to back it up. All right. It's the funniest shit ever, because if you know anything about KOF, this is a rivalry that's been going on ever since. When did this team drop in? Yeah, 97, right? Yeah, 97.
I can tell you in a second.
Funniest shit ever.
Yeah, Yashiro. Yeah, Team Awaken Orochi.
今度は逃がしゃしねえ。ここで粛清してやるぜ。山崎。そんなくだらねえ理由でせっかく生き返ったてめえの玉ドブに捨てに来たってわけかよ。わび入れたくなるくらい徹底的に痛めつけてからあの世に送ってやら。
The greatest laugh in SNK history.
For those that don't know, Yamazaki pretty much left Yashiro and them to just die.
Yep.
Basically.
Man was all about listen, Yamazaki was about that bag, son.
Yamazaki was part of that group that was trying to awaken Orochi, and then when shit got hot, he was like, "Peace out, guys, I'm out."
He hit the what was it? What's that show? He hit the Atlanta meme. Remember that joint?
Actually, it was more like Rip Torn in RoboCop 3.
Oh yeah,
sayonara.
Because you know the funny thing is, out of everyone who has to transform, Yamazaki's the only one that's in control of the Orochi power.
Man, he's already fucking batshit crazy, so can
that
you
he
really
is
make him even more crazy than that? Not really.
But he's the only one that's in control. Everybody else, they go riot of blood and lose their shit.
It's like giving the Venom symbiote the Joker. Is that going to change Joker's personality? Probably not, because Joker's already fucking batshit crazy.
I would like to see it.
Is Yamazaki? It's like Yamazaki. You got the Orochi. All right, cool. Thanks for the power up.
I know, right?
But yeah, that was the big announcement. You know, we get a new guru. And also, as Sue pointed out, Sue pointed this out, and I think it was right after we did that episode, somebody leaked it. The Samurai Showdown crew is popping up in KOF 15.
Yeah, Team Samurai Showdown. It's Hamaru, Nakaruru, and the new girl from the new Samurai Showdown game.
Yeah, which they fit. I mean, you know, it's kind of like playing CVS2 all over again, basically. I mean, only thing is the black character is basically Hibiki.
Yeah.
If you really want to do that, you know. I'm surprised, you know, I would not be shocked because the other two characters, and it was very strange how they revealed this because they're not part of a team.
They're not.
Kim Kefwan is coming out as a DLC character, and Shingo is. And I was kind of feeling some way because I'm like, so they're not on a team?
No. Also, don't you remember the last episode I pointed it out and I said, dude, I have a feeling Shingo would just be a drop-in DLC character.
But it's weird that Kim's a drop-in character because you would think he would have had his. Well,
he doesn't even have his team. He doesn't even have Team Korea with him. I think he's coming.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was like, he doesn't have Team Korea. Like,
he doesn't have
no Chin and Choi. No
Junhoon. Hell, not even his sons.
Mei Lee.
Yeah,
like just all right, cool. I guess, you know, it's kind of strange in a way, especially when you got Rock Howard like right there with his, you know, Team Southtown. So it's like all right, no, Team Guru. My bad. I don't know why I said Team Southtown.
Garu.
Team Southtown is Geese Howard's team down the trip.
See, I said now with that, season 2 got announced.
Yeah, which they revealed there's more teams coming in, and I'm like,
So, you know, I'm making the declaration right now. We're getting Gambits. We're getting Orochi. We're gonna get the sports team from KOF 94, and I believe we will get the Nest team. We're gonna get original Chrysalid, original Zero, and Ignis.
Yeah. Also,
with one more thing. With with the Ice Cube's chance in hell of this happening, Team Maximum Impact. Like I said, an Ice Cube's chance in hell of that happening.
SNK has not given two fucks about Maximum Impact in any sort of way.
And I have no problem with that whatsoever.
That was definitely an era of 2 games. 3 games technically. 3 games technically, even though the third game was basically just 2.5 of Maximum Impact 2, but okay.
You want to talk about SNK going clear out of their way to get around, getting sued by introducing K49 as a completely different character, but just giving him all of his moves. They did that. instead of dropping in maximum impact characters.
Give
What
him
does
Al-
that tell you?
Throw Alvamira's face on that guy and just give him K49's move and just make it robotic and you're good to go.
I laughed so hard at that because I said, wow, these guys really went out of their way. Like, I can't get mad at this. Like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, just man, oh man. But the big one, we'll get to Street Fighter 5 in a minute, 6 in a minute, because I mean, Street Fighter 6, it was kind of weird with Capcom's thing. I expected that kind of announcement, but I was expecting different, so I think it's just my expectation. But the one, Harada is the only person that can do some shit like this, and we're hype.
Mm-hmm. No, well, let's talk about what led up to it. We saw the ending of
Tekken 1.
Yeah, we saw the Tekken 1 ending for Kazuya. Drops Heihachi off a cliff, shows the close up of his face. That good old 32-bit in like freaking FMV ending of Kazuya smirking, and then glitches. Boom,
bam,
get ready.
And that's all you needed, because number one, if you know how Harada rolls this out, if he doesn't have any sort of gameplay, he's just going to give you something to kind of let you marinate on, give you a render to marinate on, and that's it, which to me means that we're probably not going to get any Tekken 8 news until next year. Maybe later this year, Tokyo Game Show.
I would say Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show is pushing it because Tokyo Game Show is literally next month. So
probably the same thing, unless he has more.
Either the Game Awards is either going to be the Game Awards or
gotta watch the fucking Game Awards.
Yep, it's either going to be the Game Awards, maybe Sony Experience or State of Play, or even GDC. I mean, or hold on, Tekken World Tour, because Tekken World Tour is back.
Yeah, so the Tekken trailer basically showed them Tekken 7 is getting new updates to balance out certain things, because God
knows that game needed it.
Here's what's funny about Tekken 7. The running theme of everybody bitching about this fucking game is, oh my god, fucking DLC and 2D characters are winning all the time, and yet Nee sat there and was like, really? All right, bet.
Hold my sake.
Hold my sake. Fingway just won, to which somebody was like, well, I guess it's not the 2D characters, it's the players.
Also, let's also keep in mind, even though this character was not this character wasn't DLC, this character was actually a mainstay character from Tekken 6. Zafina won last year.
Technically, she's DLC character,
because she was a main character in Tekken 6.
But she wasn't in vanilla Tekken 7 before.
Yeah, she wasn't in vanilla.
That's what they mean.
I know, but it's kind of like, God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. It's like Guile being DLC in fucking Street Fighter. Oh shit, that did happen.
But it was just weird to me. Like, folks were really using that, like, oh my god, I can't play Tekken 7 is so shitty because of that. And all of a sudden, Fingway. Look, I get Nee as an exceptional player, and people are going to use that, but I'm like, nah, man. Like, Fingway, if you're really going to sit there and say all that, you can may as well say Fingway had no business winning. But I'm like, nah, Nee was a solid. He took Fingway and won it.
Yes. Which that just goes to show you that not only has Fang been good since he debuted in Tekken 5, he like any.
If you just know what you do, and
that's what I'm saying. Anybody in this game can be very solid if you know what you're doing.
But yeah,
I don't know why this is so difficult.
But yeah, basically, Tekken World Tour is popping off alongside the big announcement of Evo Japan coming back next year. Great. Yep. I gotta ask you this. You were in Japan. You be living in Japan. I know you didn't go to Evo Japan. I don't think. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't go to.
I didn't go to Evo Japan. Not when I was there.
What is Evo Japan like from what you've heard?
From what I've seen, because I did watch the stream, it's literally a smaller scale version of Evo America. It's definitely it's Evo on a smaller scale at that time that I was there. I don't know what they're gonna do this time.
Yeah, for 2023.
But, for 23, and considering that Japan is still closed, so good luck everybody that's trying to get into the country.
Because
the comments on Twitch had me in tears. Everybody's like, Japan is still closed. We can't get into the country. What's the point of booking a flight if I can't get into the country?
Y'all motherfuckers are poor anyway. You know you're gonna fly to Japan anyway. Yeah, I said it.
But get this. At first I looked at Japan, at Evo Japan, as Japan's resurrection of SBO, of Super Battle Opera. Whereas instead of it taking place outside, which I don't know why that was, I don't know why that was anybody's bright idea to do that. Play a video game outside. Yeah, sun beaming on everything, glare going ape shit. But no, it's inside of the big site, Tokyo Convention Center, which is awesome. I've been there before. I was there for Master Cup, and I would say it's pretty much like Master Cup, but just, you know, a slightly larger scale. That's what Evo Japan is. Just instead of just Tekken, it's Tekken and Street Fighter and, you know, all the other fighting games that they were going to host at the time.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a Super Battle Opera, you know, and stuff. That was always a very big name thing before, you know, Super Battle Opera kind of shuttered its doors, you know,
with good reason.
It
was time for it to go.
But yeah, this has definitely been interesting. Street Fighter 6 had an announcement, and it was announcing Jury is back, and Vanessa.
Kimberly.
Wow,
Kimberly.
Kimberly and Jury.
Yeah.
Kimberly, who's basically, I think
some people new Bushin character.
Yeah, like Machian guy. I think a lot of people theorized it, but weren't for sure. So when we see her, she definitely is. She definitely got a lot of Machian guy in her, big time. Even with with guys Azuna drop easily.
Well, can I also point out that both Kimberly and Jury were leaked the day before.
Yeah, that big list I put up on the last episode.
No, not the big list, not that. They literally leaked the images from the trailer that we saw at Evo last night.
Mm-hmm.
Images were leaked, and
it doesn't matter. People still would like.
No. But I'm saying everybody had already seen it. It's like, okay, we know who's getting revealed. It's not, it's not so much a big surprise, because I was like, all right, I want to see what Kimberly plays like. And when I saw that she was a Bushin character, I was like, ooh, I think I found a new main. Because I was gonna be, at first I was like, hey, you know what? I think I might be a Jamie main for Street Fighter 6. But now I've seen Kimberly, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah,
and she's black. Way to go, Black Excellence. Let's go.
I mean, she's definitely got some stuff with her that could work. Hopefully she's good, just as good as Guy. I'm hoping.
From the way I've seen her play and the moveset that she has, I'm like, okay. I'm down. I'm definitely down.
Yeah. So Jury is Jury. Nothing. It seems like somebody said that it looks like she's gonna probably play more like her Street Fighter 4 incarnation than Street Fighter 5, which I'm like,
I definitely got that vibe, because dude, they gave her Ultra back. Her Ultra from 4. Minus the helicopter shit, but she still got it, where she's holding you up on one leg, looks at you, and then slams you down and flicks you away. And I'm like, okay, she's still crazy as bad shit, and I love it.
Yeah, I think for me, I had a different expectation of what they were going to announce, because I think I wanted them to announce something other than just 2 more characters from Street Fighter 6. All right, cool. I mean, I was fine with it. It's just I was expecting like a surprise kind of thing, I
was expecting more trailers of, can we have gotten more Guile? I wanted to see more Guile. And what happened to Cammy? When that big ass leak came out, number one, dude, they didn't show nothing with Ken. They didn't show nothing with Cammy, but yet we got Kimberly and Jury. Like, that's what's up. What's up with that? Talk to me, Capcom.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big thing. But I think the biggest announcement, and I'm glad that they did this announcement before the start of the grand finals, top 8. Bridget is back in Guilty Gear Strive.
Wait, are we doing everything Street Fighter?
Oh, what was the other Street Fighter? I'm trying to remember.
Number one, this is the final. This Evo is the final year for Street Fighter 5.
Oh yeah.
It will be back. It will be back at Evo Japan, but this Evo 2022 is the final year for SF5.
Which means it's going to be on a side stream next year.
Oh, it'll definitely be a side stream.
Yeah, it's
oh
yeah, you ain't lying on that one.
yes,
Basically.
it was black excellence and foot fetishes. But I wanted to mention this sort of thing. I don't know if it showed up on your side, Chris. I dropped the image of the Welcome Back Evo, the Capcom and SNK collaboration artwork.
Yeah, hold up. Is that the one that you put in Facebook?
I put it in the overlay of the
Do you see it? Yeah. Wow.
Let's see.
Didn't catch it. Nah, it's not in the overlay.
Hang on.
Unless you added it to the wrong one.
No, I put it in the overlay. There it is.
No.
That artwork, dude.
Evo only. You had to buy it there.
I know you had to buy it at Evo, but my thing about this was, hey, is this a sign of something to come? Capcom, SNK, are y'all talking about getting back in bed together?
I'm not leaving anything to chance until that actually happens. Because to me, the last thing you need is to really get your hopes up and then it doesn't happen. I know they've been teasing it, and I mean, you've seen the way Street Fighter 6 looks, and you've seen where KOF 15 looks. A crossover could definitely happen because it seems like SNK and Capcom are kind of sort of matching each other on the visual styles in that 2.5D type thing. I mean, it seems so it can work.
They keep talking about it. I was like, just give it to us.
Yep. So
everybody wants it.
Yeah, so it's definitely one of those, situations where people are wanting it, and it's just a case of when we're going to get Capcom versus SNK 3.
Yeah.
Did you see apparently at the end of Evo, again, I wasn't waiting up till fucking 3 a.m. for Guilty Gear, so I had to watch the archives of it. They played the Rikio You Are Now Free.
Oh, I saw that.
It was and look, let's be real. It played up to the end because by the time it hit after midnight over there, half the Mandalay Bay was gone.
Yeah. But
so
I know the people that saw it on Twitter, they were like, "Oh, that was nice. It was nice to see that again. You're all free now."
Yeah.
Speaking of free, America's Game is back. So, Chris, listen, I've said this many times, and I'm still going to say it. It's been over 20 years. I'm still waiting for this chick to take me for a ride. All right.
Yeah. That's
Arcade One Up announced the release of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. And this is a pretty big release because you're getting Marvel 2, Marvel 1, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, and Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems.
You might as well say all the Capcom X-Men stuff.
Now, with all this in mind, I know a lot of people are have their gripes and complaints. Yes, the game has Wi-Fi and Ethernet built in, so you can play online. If anyone has the other cabinets, that has any of those games, you can play against other people, which is cool. The gripe that I'm hearing from a lot of people is, well, why the hell couldn't y'all release this for home consoles, PSN, Steam, whatever, and not money. It's not so much money. What it really is, because the guy who got the license for this is the same guy who got the license to get the game put on the 360 and PS3 back in the day. Back in 2009. Now, with this being put in an arcade cabinet, it's a completely separate licensing issue. Now, to release this stuff in an arcade cabinet, technically it can fall under the licensing guise of it being released as an overpriced toy.
Yeah, $600 to buy it.
But trying to release it on a digital or even physical, like a console
Gotta
release.
go through Sony, gotta go through Nintendo,
Yep,
gotta
go
go
through
through Microsoft, you gotta go
Not
through
even-
Steam.
Not even that. It's not even that. You gotta go. They have to go through Marvel, Disney, and Capcom has to have a sit down with everybody involved. You know, everybody's got to get a cut. Everybody's got to have a. You know, it's gonna be like one big crazy discussion. It's a literal separate licensing nightmare that you'd have to go through to get all those games released on digital platform, or even physical copy for home consoles.
Yeah,
Because the license behind all the characters associated with those games when being released on a platform like PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox, and even Steam, it's a completely separate thing.
Yep. So let's get into this whole thing with Evo. Now I'm predicating with this. No fighting game tournament payout is going to be consistent, but this needs to be put out there because this literally put, in my eyes, and a lot of other people were saying the same thing too, this is putting the Smash community on notice. Multiverses had a payout of $100,000.
Yeah,
which means that even if you were in 17th through 24th place, you were getting $1,000.
Yeah. It was by far the biggest turnout for that game. Game hasn't even been fully released yet. It got delayed, by the way. We were supposed to get Morty from Rick and Morty as well as season 1 during over the weekend, and
it's
they
fun.
delayed it. It's definitely fun. It just sucks that it got delayed. Hopefully, they can get that sorted out and give us season 1. But
yeah, and it's kind of interesting too because if you ever notice anything about the Smash community has never had the biggest of payouts.
And it never will, as far as I'm concerned.
And that's because Nintendo is assholes, and for whatever reason or another, they don't want to support the people that keeps their games alive.
Well, first of all, Nintendo would never side with something that they can't be directly involved. Meaning, if they're not the one hosting it / running the tournament, they want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, because it's like if it ain't beneficial to them, then they don't give a fuck.
Hang on a second. Was that SNK Esports shirt an Evo exclusive? That SNK Evo shirt was. It wasn't an Evo exclusive. That was from years ago.
Yeah,
years back when SNK was doing all of this merch drop stuff from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much anybody could get it if they wanted to.
Yeah, but Nintendo they never try to support anything if they're not 100% running it.
It's a shame.
Which is why you would think when a company, you think when an event like Evo, and the fact that Smash has been at Evo for the last few years, they could have at least did something for the prize pool. Hell, they could have co-sponsored the tournament, but again, it's something that Nintendo doesn't do. Hell, what was the last big thing Nintendo did? What was it? The Nintendo World Champions from the 90s?
If that. And I mean, and the thing is too, it's I think at 1 year at Evo, I think not Nintendo themselves, but what's his face that had chimed in about Smash at Evo, and that was about it. But
you talking about Triforce?
Not Triforce, it was somebody else from Nintendo.
What, Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie chimed in about, hey man, it's great to see Smash at Evo and da, and that was it. But Nintendo was not throwing money at it. So
Nintendo would never do it. That's why Nintendo, Smash fans seeing Multiverses, $100,000 prize pool for a game that's not even out yet. It had a lot of people turning, looking at Nintendo sideways, I'm about to hop on Warner Brothers right now. If y'all don't get with the program, Nintendo.
Now, bear in mind, Iron Giant and LeBron were banned from tournament play.
Of course.
So the top characters that were used in this game was Velma from Scooby-Doo and Bugs Bunny. Behind them was Batman, Superman, and Finn.
Yep.
Behind them was Shaggy, And then the last remaining ones were kind of used sparsely, which is Wonder Woman, Tom and Jerry, Taz, Arya, Harley, Jake, and Steven. And then Rain Dog and Garnett, nobody touched.
Yep.
So basically, and in multiverses, essentially you're using your characters as teams. So it's basically
that's how they did the tournament.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-2 tournament and stuff. It's like I said, the game looks fun. It definitely looks fun as hell. I played a little bit of it, but the multiverses on the stream definitely looked like everybody was enjoying it and having fun. Nakat and Void actually won out. Nakat had Wonder Woman and Void had Tom and Jerry.
Let me tell you something. The fact that the prize pool
and they beat Velma and Bugs. That was the wild part. Nobody saw that coming because it's like,
the fact that they beat all those guys and won the prize of 10 grand. Now, of course, with each prize pool for the teams, you had to split. You split the final prize. So
$5 grand though.
I know. I'm saying they got 5. So that's $5 grand a piece. That's not bad for a game that ain't even out yet.
I mean, look, you go into Evo with not much money and you walk.
Dude went in is 17th place and got $1 grand, $1,000. You just paid for my trip to Evo with this prize money. Thank you.
That's house money at that point. You can fuck around with that shit if you want to. It's great. And I mean,
I'm like, my hotel room is covered now. Thank you.
Yeah, somebody was like, oh, that's not gonna be every year. I mean, you're right, but let's be real. MK's prize pools is pretty fucking fat year in and year out. So,
hell, wasn't the last prize pool for Street Fighter V $3 grand?
It's more than that.
Now
it always hovered in the $5-6 grand range because it's because of how many people enter it. Because you gotta remember how many people enter it and that's times whatever it is. So I know for a fact they get more than 300 people that enter in Street Fighter. So it's always more than that. Sonic Fox murdered the game in Skullgirl's second encore
which, by the way, y'all, for those of y'all that heard of Skullgirls or only seen it, y'all need to get on that game. That game is fun.
A lot of new characters dropped.
Yep.
A lot of new characters dropped. It was fun watching it. Sonic Fox definitely came and he made it known like, yo, I am aiming to win Skullgirls and have fun with multiverses. He dropped out of DBZ FighterZ because for some reason Bandai Namco dropped a patch before the World Tour tournament and also Evo, and it apparently the patches for that game fucked up Sonic Fox's team, and he was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable playing inside a tournament and I'm not going to be at my best and it's not going to be fair to the viewers and fair to myself, so I'm dropping out.
I mean, makes sense. Like, you don't just drop a patch right before a major tournament. No one's had time to even see what it is or how it's gonna affect your team when you play. So yeah, I don't blame him for dropping out.
Yeah, but that Skullgirls top 8 was fun to watch, definitely. Because I mean, because it's been a while since I actually watched like a Skullgirls like top 8, so it was actually fun to kind of reminisce of back in the day. And you're right, definitely, if you can, they were promoting the shit out of Skullgirls on them Evo ads, like, yo, buy Skullgirls.
Yep. Can I also mention real quick, circling back to Street Fighter, so how do you feel about that James Chin and Tasty Steve being commentators in the game?
It fits.
My only question for everybody that's going to play this game, how many of y'all are really going to play this game with the commentary turned on?
Probably not too many people are.
I really don't see it either.
Though, I mean, I think people are for the during the initial time of it for the nostalgia, but then over time they're gonna be like, all right, let me shut this shit off. Not because they hate Tasty Steve or anything. It's like anything else. You get kind of annoyed.
It's gonna wear itself thin. Hell, remember the commentary from Marvel 3?
Yeah.
Nobody used that.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be fun. I know you keep up with Melty Blood. Did you watch the top 8 for Melty Blood?
Melty Blood top 8.
Let me see.
I know Jing won, but like I only saw like bits and pieces of some of the top 8, but I wasn't kind of really invested in it.
I saw bits and pieces of it too, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Evo was kind of rough for me to watch this year because of all those damn ads.
Like I stuck with it with Skullgirls. It was just MK11. I definitely stuck with. That was actually very fun to watch because the twins, Scorpion Prox and Nicholas, they came with the heat. The youth of the fighting game tournament is on the come up.
And I will say
because both of their cabals was Cabal is insane in MK11. And Rewind's Kodokan with them fucking totem power-ups.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that the totem power-ups done right creates that much fucking damage.
Yeah, it does.
Like for it to stack up that much. But Scorpio Prox definitely took it for that one. That was actually fun. But you know what? I definitely feel you on that because it's like for some reason it felt like it varied from game to game because for MK11 the ads wasn't as much. But then like when it got to like FighterZ is where it got it was Grand Blue Fantasy is where it fucking annoyed me, and I did not watch Grand Blue Fantasy Final 8 at all because the ads was just wearing me thin.
Yeah, I tried. Like I said, I tried for Melty Blood. I mean, I heard that Jing came in first place.
Yeah,
made top 8. Hell, KDZ was like way down in like 25th.
And that man has been MIA for a while.
I was like, shit. I was like, bro, where? I was like, KDZ, what happened?
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man. So, but FighterZ, I had to watch the replay of it because, like,
same here,
1:00 in the morning, dog. And I tried, and they just started adding up the ads, and it was insane. But Wawa ended up winning it out, and his Gogeta, Vegito, and Adult Gohan was wrecking house. Just, bruh.
I really do hope that if they, if Arc Systems decides to give us a sequel to Fighters, that can we please get Mercenary Tau? I'm gonna keep asking for Mercenary Tau until we get them.
I mean,
they might
hear you. They might hear you, but it depends on like what's the next evolution of FighterZ afterwards. Like, is it going to be like more DBZ? Is it gonna be more of the same? What are we gonna get? What does that look like? So
I mean, it's got to be. I want to say more of this, definitely with some new twists and turns, but
I'd rather Arc Systems just give us a JoJo game like DBZ FighterZ. That'd be great.
Or shoot, screw that. I want Arc Systems to give us a proper updated Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those. I'm thinking in terms of what's popping right now, and JoJo's popping more than Fist of the North Star, so it might as well go.
I mean, I get that, but they
My Hero Academia.
But they did work on it. They did make the Hokuto no Ken game on PS2 back in the day, and I'm like, bro, can we get a reboot, a HD remake or something?
It's just money, unfortunately. It sucks because I want it, but I think they're looking at like, well, is it Fist of the North Star getting a revision back now? Nah, then they're gonna.
But it's got a legacy.
It's a legacy, but money.
And well, shifting to KOF 15, was it a ZJZ one with was it a freaking Kula, Cronin, and B Genet?
His B Genet is just. It's like he was playing her like it was Guru Mark of the Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
That like
she's pretty ridiculous.
I was expecting a lot of whip because I've seen a lot of people use whip a lot online. And I thought she was going to be the one that was going to like really be her and Elizabeth were going to be the two that a lot of people were using. And granted, I saw like 2 Elizabeths in the top 8, but still, like I was expecting more of those, and I saw more Kulas than anything. So
yeah, Kula's pretty solid. I mean, there was one whip that made it into 17.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just I was expecting more because I just saw her alongside of like Shermie and that was nice to see Shermie in that. So
Oh, dude, Shermie has always been a fan favorite. So seeing people rock her in the team, I was happy to see that. But B Janet, I knew B Janet was gonna like take this game because B Janet's been solid since since the day that she released.
you think they're gonna patch her?
If they do that, I don't play with B Janet, so I can't say like what necessarily needs to be nerfed. But
Yeah.
But I'm sure they'll look at something. They'll be looking at tournament results and be like, all right, let's nerf that. Let's nerf that.
And you're done, and you're done, and you're done. Next.
Let's give people reason to play with other characters.
Highlight though.
Yes.
Tekken 7.
Okay, let's go. Let's get into this bad boy. First of all, shout outs to my boy Nee for rocking it with Fang.
If there was ever a player that has solid fundamentals, is Nee. Nee's strategy was literally just blocking and finding openings. Nee has won so many matches during this tournament by timeout, and it's because his defense is solid as shit. He gets his hits in when he can, and to the untrained eye, you look at it like, oh, it's just boring. But I'm like, no, he's getting his hits in. He can. He was doing the what's Fing's reverse?
He was doing a reverse Kempo.
He was doing reverse Kempo whenever he's getting a chance to. Matches that you would think he would lose to, like against Geist. Apparently, Fing has some good matchups against Geist if you play it right.
Fighting against Geist, because once again, yeah, he's a 2D character. It's just fighting against a Geist player that knows what he's doing can be punishingly difficult.
Geist with 3 bars is that comebacks is
Geist with 3 bars and no rage is a problem.
Add in rage, and you might want to say, you in danger.
Dude, Geist with 1 bar can do 50%.
Oh yeah, Khan did that to him during the finals. Like at one point, Nee was about to win the whole tournament at one point, and Khan did a fucking comeback with no rage, with rage and 3-bar Geese. It was sick to watch. Like,
dude,
God.
Did you see him style on him with Geese's deadly rave? I was so happy to see it, but at the same time, I was like, yo, dude, Nee, do not get flustered.
Everybody was like scared, like, oh fuck.
I was like, yo, Pakistan's about to take Tekken again. I'm like, can we not do that? I was like, yo, South Korea, I'm riding with y'all right now. I'm like, Nee, please take this game. Yo, shout outs to Arslan Ash. Arslan Ash with freaking Zafina again, proving that Zafina could be a problem, especially after the previous Tekken tournament. But
I mean, Khan got his revenge because Arslan Ash.
Oh yeah, Khan definitely got his revenge.
Because Khan got taken out by Arslan Ash, but Khan got his revenge. But it wasn't easy because it was just a case of like, again, it's very much patience that comes into the fold, and just there. And like I said, Nee was showing just resilience and patience and blocking.
Yeah. I gotta give shout outs to Pina from Japan, Super Akuma from France, freaking John Ding. John Ding was pretty solid in the preliminaries.
His Eddie was good until he met Zafina, and it was like, it's done.
Wrap.
It's done. Because let me tell you something.
I was like, bro, you should have stuck with Julia.
Because let me tell you something. John Ding took out Mio's Geese, which was fun to watch. Like he figured it out. He took out Super Akuma, which was dope, and then he got to Arslan Ash, and it's like, yeah, man, you're gonna lose that one. Sorry.
I also gotta give, I gotta give shout outs to where is he? I gotta give shout outs to Anakin with his Jack 7, Nobi, JDCR. Dude, I was real surprised to see JDCR like that far down the totem pole.
Things have changed, dog.
Seriously,
it's definitely have changed. I mean, and I mean, I guess it does kind of play into oh my god, DLC characters and yada yada yada. But
hey, you heard me say it. Game is game.
It is what it is, Yeah, that finals had everybody losing their shit, their collective shit, man.
Hell, did you see Rickster was like way down at like 65?
Fuck Ranchus. His panda could not do jack shit
Nope.
at all against Jiang. Like it's that. Like I said,
Like Jun Ding rocked it.
I have to wonder if this Tekken 7 update patch is going to change things.
Oh, it's definitely gonna change things. Like I don't believe the same characters are gonna get, the same. Like I don't believe the same characters are gonna go through the game and not be touched because, after season 2, look what happened to Brian. His orbital is still strong, but it's not like how it was in season 1.
Oh no, it's not that strong.
Because you could pop orbital and just rock with it. Throw that shit out there like you're throwing away candy.
So Street Fighter 5. What was interesting about this is that I think I had high hopes because Daigo came into it in winners top 8, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, is Daigo back?" And Daigo had his moments, but one item.
Dude, okay.
He
Hold
came
on.
this close.
No, let's put things in proper perspective here, CJ.
He took out.
For the final Street Fighter 5 tournament at Evo, we saw America writing like attempt to write the greatest comeback story ever. Shout outs to Idom. His Laura was so damn solid. I'm gonna get, like, even though he didn't reach number 1, I'm gonna give this man his flowers. Dude, you buried Daigo and Tokido.
America hasn't won a Street Fighter since John Choi won Super Turbo back in the day.
Wait, didn't Ricky? No, Ricky won. Ricky Ortiz?
I don't think he won a Street Fighter.
Yeah, Ricky Ortiz.
Somebody said at Evo. It
was an Evo. Ricky Ortiz.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It was a few years back. I think it was like during season 3. It was like I said, it was years back, but Ricky Ortiz definitely won.
Somebody said John did.
I'm looking it up right now.
I know you had Evo.
It was grand. No, sorry, that's SF4. Hold on, SF5. I could have sworn Ricky Ortiz definitely won. Ricky Ortiz results 2019, first place. Because I remember Ricky Ortiz.
Unless you count, I guess it count Punk maybe, but like
Ricky Ortiz won with who was it? I remember Ricky played Chun-Li and won. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I'm in it right now. So Street Fighter series first, John Choi, Daigo, Turbo HD Remix, Daryl Lewis in 2010. Yeah, I'm right. Dead ass.
Okay.
Dead ass.
I'm trying to remember then. What?
Yeah, John Choi in Super Turbo.
So John Choi in Super Turbo.
That's the last one. And
I want to know, like, who won? Has America ever won Street Fighter 5? That's what I want to know.
Oh no. Seong-Wan Lee won the inaugural one in 2016. Taniguchi won in 2017. UK won in 2018. Takahashi won in 2019, and now you got Kawano that won in 2020.
Yeah, Kawano's from Japan, but I'm talking about, has America ever won?
Not since John Choi.
Okay, and that wasn't even for Street Fighter 5. I'm talking about
Turbo. Street Fighter 5, nope. Street Fighter 4, nope.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, my mistake.
Ricky got second in Super Street Fighter 4.
Okay, so
he lost to Daigo.
Right.
Yeah, he lost to Daigo. Yeah, because Daigo beat Justin Wong in 2009, and he beat Ricky 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
But but that aside, I got to give. Going back to Idom, I'm giving Idom his flowers because, dude, Idom is right up there in the upper echelon of American players that just came in and did damage. Like I haven't seen such amazing work from America since Lil Majin in Tekken 7. Lil Majin with King.
Yeah.
He was rocking it. Remember, he murked JDCR.
Yeah. I mean, and it's definitely a situation where you're kind of like, this is the last of Street Fighter 5. What Street Fighter 6 going to look like in terms of is America and Japan going to be on even footing? What's going to go on with that? Who knows?
You know what? Shout out to Jay Wong. I don't even think was he even in?
I don't think he even placed, to be honest with you.
He didn't. I know he did that not the tournament. He did that that throwback exhibition run for
Street Fighter 4
with Daigo.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fun. That was fun watching freaking Rog versus Guile.
Yeah. But yeah, it was what's funny? Tasty Steve doing commentary for Guilty Gear, you could tell he was losing his voice.
Yeah.
But he was having fun with it. Guilty Gear, Bridget got announced for Guilty Gear, by the way. And as of right now, she's out. You can play it.
Yep. A lot of characters. Actually, it was funny. A lot of characters, trailers that dropped at Evo, you can play with them right now. So you can play with Team Awaken Orochi for KOF. You can play with Bridget right now. I'm still kind of disappointed that we didn't get Jam.
I think that's going to happen. They did say there's more.
They're still doing these damn polls, and Japan, for some reason, still didn't listen to nobody. Because, I don't think anybody asked for Bridget.
Yeah, that's true.
Hell, people wanted Slayer, and we didn't even get him.
Yeah.
Hell, I wanted Johnny. No Johnny.
Happy Chaos. Omisho using Happy Chaos won Guilty Gear, and I did not know Happy Chaos was that ridiculous in the game.
Oh yes, Happy Chaos is that dude. You
shows you how much I've been paying attention to Guilty Gear much, but when I saw that shit, I was like, "Holy crap!"
I'm gonna say, don't you have that game?
Nah, I don't. I had the previous one I played a lot of, but I don't have Rev.
You have Rev 2.
Yeah, I have Rev 2, but I didn't. Yeah, so it's
because Happy Drive during that sale.
Because Happy Chaos, he popped up in Rev 2, but you couldn't play him until Strive. But dude, he is in fucking insane in that game. Zato 1 is too, but Jesus Christ, man, Happy Chaos. I did not realize that. And look, I love Chip, but Chip is Chip. Still got that horrible ass defense, but he tries.
Happy Chaos pulling out with the double blickies. Double blickies plus Roman cancels.
And then reloads in your face when he has the opening, just ching ching, clink clink. I'm just like, Jesus, that motherfucker locks you down way more than May does with her dolphins. I mean, just
her throwing out them damn dolphins. And
did what's his face get? I'm guessing Leo and the other dude got nerfed. I'm guessing because you remember they used to dominate when the game.
Yeah, they dominated Rev 2. I haven't seen much of
this Strive. They just got nerfed, but people ain't just using them like that, or what?
I think people just been picking up other characters. Not saying there's anything wrong. I mean, I haven't had a chance to look into Leo because I don't play Leo. I wanted to try out Biking because Biking's got that the Kabiri that shit locks you down. Like the moment she throws it out and catches you, you're stuck with her as she goes to work.
I mean, just man. Look, I might get Strive just to play as Biking because it's been a while. I haven't played Biking since Jesus Christ, since X2.
You better hop on that sale while it's still around.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, because Tekken with that announcement, do you think we might get remasters of older Tekken, like
See,
Tekken 1 and 2.
I knew you was gonna ask that question because like everybody saw that glitch and then it says get ready. People, there were so many assumptions were flying around. First, I heard Tekken 8. I assumed it was Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Then I heard people say, "Oh, it's actually we're getting a remake of Tekken 1," which I'm going
with Tekken 7 graphics.
and I'm like, for what? Why?
Yeah.
No, I mean seriously, why would we even bother getting a remake of Tekken 1? I mean, it just doesn't seem. I mean, the last time they did, not necessarily a remake, but the last time they did an HD remaster of any Tekken game was Tag 1.
And that was actually pretty a dope release.
It was a really good release, but I wish there was a digital version of it, and I wish you could play it on modern consoles. And
physical is king.
You know, instead you got to play that physical copy. You had to get that movie called Tekken Blood Vengeance.
Well, no, I'm trying to remember because I got the Tekken HD.
Tekken HD, the movie came with it, and
that's right. Yeah, you're right.
And it came with the freaking prelude for Tekken, for Tag 2.
For Tag 2, yeah.
But that was the only way that you could play Tag 1. You had to get that movie.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. It was worth it to me, but I understood people's gripes with that. But it is kind of like. They did it. You are right, because apparently it seems like all things pointing to the Game Awards revealing more about what this is. So we'll see.
I mean, a part of me would like to see, remasters and re-releases on modern consoles of like previous Tekken games. I mean, hell, could you imagine the Tekken 7 engine running Tekken 2? Or even Tekken 3, like they got the same move, like the same, all their moves, everything is still the same from the previous games. They're just running off the engine, kind of like how Virtua Fighter 5 got the Yakuza engine.
Yeah,
and you're playing your Virtua Fighter 5 looks vastly different compared to how it used to look, but everything is still the same. Like all the moves are still the same.
This is the big news that dropped today too, funny enough, because after Evo, obviously since we're pressing buttons, we do talk about video game news. There is a shit ton of fucking game delays that dropped today. The biggest one being Midnight Suns, the Marvel game. It's got delayed. The developers put out a put out a statement on IG basically saying that essentially they felt the game wasn't up to snuff to release, and they, like I said, they didn't want to put out a game that's horrible, which makes sense, and they are going to delay it until later this year for next gen consoles, and for previous consoles it's going to go into next year early that they're going to release it. They're going to pretty much stagger release it.
There were some other games that got announced.
Halo Infinite's co-op campaign got delayed.
No, I was referring to the fighting games that were coming out. There were some indie looking fighting games that were dropping that look good. I'm still kind of I'm still kind of hyped for Metal Revolution.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of whatever about some of these indie games because they start to kind of blur together for me. But I mean, hey, if people are excited about it, then that's.
To me, it looks interesting. I mean, you got DNF Duel. I think DNF Duel is already out. Was it League of Legends? Yeah, Project L. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't watch it. I didn't see it.
That actually looks pretty dope. It's a League of Legends 2D fighting game, and
all right,
it looks pretty dope.
I mean, I guess they're trying to get their esports money,
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, I don't even care for League of Legends like that, but I saw the gameplay and I said, "Ooh, this looks solid."
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Like I said, I'm always kind of like, you know what? I did not know SRK.com changed over to Evo.gg.
Yeah, I mean,
did not know that.
SRK is pretty much done.
Yeah. I didn't know it was done. That's what made me kind of.
The moment they killed the forum, it's kind of pointless.
Nobody goes to forums. forums anymore.
I know everybody goes to either Discord or Reddit, but
Yeah,
the forum itself is done.
it's like you Reddit.
The forum but the forum itself is done, and everyone just goes to other places. I know, like once SRK officially closed its forum doors, it was kind of pointless to go there looking for news when you could just go to event hubs.
Yeah. So I mean, who do you think they're gonna reveal next for Street Fighter 6?
Out of that, damn, I wish we had a picture of that of the leaked character roster.
Man, I had to go back through downloads for that. I should have really put that in the folder.
Let's see. I'm gonna say for the sake of characters that are pretty much done, because they already revealed Guile. I think the next character they're gonna reveal more than likely is gonna be Cammy.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to.
Because they showed her freaking super on Twitter.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be her. She's going to be the next to be revealed. She has to be the next to be revealed. Because if I was Cammy and I see freaking Jury getting released before her, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those.
I'd be like, listen, my shit got leaked, and they didn't even reveal my character yet.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a bunch of them that. Yeah, it's a bunch. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they reveal like Akuma, and then reveal. Well, they're gonna have to release Ken. They're gonna have to.
Yeah, but I don't see them releasing a trailer from Ken just yet.
They're gonna release Ken. It's gonna probably be either Ken and Cammy, or because you notice they did new character and then old character.
Yeah, new character and old character. So then that's two old characters. Now if they're gonna release somebody new along with somebody old.
So it's gonna be Cammy as the old character, and the new character is either going to be the old boy that looks like fucking capital, that looks like G, but he has a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's going to be the other like Hispanic chick that had the highlight gloves, the cricket gloves or whatever.
Yeah. So let me see. I would say based on the fact that each of these characters are representing different countries, depending on where the game might be revealed. Like, you know who I think they will probably reveal? If we got Capcom, the Capcom Pro Tour, right?
Yeah, they might do a reveal there. Yeah, Honda. Definitely.
I could definitely see them revealing Honda, or like you said, they could reveal Akuma, but I think they're going to save Akuma for later. Yeah, I really think if they continue to do the tour, I think they'll probably release a character depending on what country they're in.
Yeah, that definitely could be it. You know what? Gotham Knights is supposed to be dropping too, and I'm kind of on the fence on that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw some gameplay for it. It looks fun, but I don't know. I'm kind of like, on that.
I'm kind of with you on that too. I'm kind of whatever.
So, we'll see on that one, but I'm trying to think of any upcoming games because I've been like taking advantage of the PlayStation, their whole thing of I guess the PlayStation Plus, where you can play some of the PlayStation 4 games on it and all that. So I've been taking advantage of that and messing around with some of their games on there. Trying to think, what is the next new game that's dropping?
Well, let me take a look here. I know we had DLCs and stuff that dropped.
Yeah, the DLC stuff is like, all right, I'll play it, but
well, right now it's CD Projekt Red's 20th anniversary.
Kind of Multiverses, obviously. I guess technically you can say Multiverses is a new game I've been playing, so technically that's the new one that I've been playing. But I'm saying prior to that though, I know everybody was playing Stray. Wasn't my vibe. I know we talked about that way back when they showed it at E3.
I mean, you're playing as a cat.
Yeah, I need to play Cuphead though. The new
I do
Cuphead.
too.
I definitely need to play that, and I'm actually gonna buy that Capcom Fighting Collection.
I'm kind of mad that they didn't put it on sale.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. That's still a fun ass game.
Same
And
here.
you'd be a fool if you haven't gotten it. What the hell are you doing with your life?
Oh, I am so mad. Friggin' SNK. Steve's charging $30 for Season Pass 2 for KOF 15.
$15.
No, $30.
So that means it's all of season 2.
Yeah, for all of Season 2.
That makes sense. I mean, I'm trying to
Team
think.
Pass 2.
In Tekken 7, how much was the season passes?
Oh, the Season Passes for Tekken 7 was like $15.
Yeah, it was 15 for the whole thing, basically, right?
Yeah.
Or was it 20 for the whole thing?
No, it was 15 for like each pass was like 15 a piece.
I remember I paid because you know what it was. You know why I say that? Because I only paid the $5 for Geese Howard and also Tekken Bowl. Because I did not. Cause I refuse to get the Final Fantasy character, but I know I'm gonna have to get them any damn ways. But
you might as well.
I was like, why? Like I was like, I'm not gonna play him, so why the fuck am I buying you?
You might as well deal with it, dude.
This close. I was this close to not buying them.
It's like you were this close. I'm like, dude, just suck it up. Put up the money.
So it was that equivalent of like I was this close to supporting black business, that shit. Digimon Survive dropped. I heard people talking about that game, which if I was really into Digimon like that, I probably would buy it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's see. Hold up. So upcoming games, Spider-Man Remastered. Oh, that's right. Spider-Man Remastered is dropping on PC this month, the next week. Actually, this week.
Yeah, the 12th.
Next week is Madden 23, which I guess I'm a shill for Madden 23 now.
When does NBA 2K drop? I got to get that Jordan edition.
That is dropping September 9th. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battle R drops in September 2nd. Last of Us Part 1 Remastered is dropping September 2nd. Interesting. I guess I'll get it for like the third time.
Lord.
Yeah, NBA 2K3 September 9th.
Okay.
Let's see. Nier Automata on the Switch is October 6th. No Man's Sky on the Switch October 7th. No More Heroes 3 for PlayStation 4, 5, Series X, PC October 11th. Interesting. Persona 5 Royal October 21st on the Switch. Gotham Knights October 25th.
Okay.
And Bayonetta 3 on the Switch October 28th. Definitely getting
I'm definitely picking that up.
Star Ocean Divine Force October 27th. Might possibly get that because it's been a while since I played it. And obviously, God of War Ragnarok November 9th.
November 9th. That's the for real release date.
Yeah, they put the trailer out.
Okay.
Yeah, November 9th. That's coming out. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, November 18th.
I'm mad we still never got a release date for Uncharted. What is it? The Uncharted collection for Steam.
I think
the Legacy Edition. Still no release date.
You sure?
I'm sure. I'm on Steam right now. They haven't said nothing.
Legacy of Thieves collection?
Yeah.
Still
no release date.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I mean, it just says 2022. So if I was a betting person, it's probably going to end up being like fucking December or some shit.
It's been 2022 since the beginning of the year.
Probably December, or worst case, you're gonna probably be like January 2023, and then you're like, well, why in the hell you just say that from day one?
I'm like, you might as well give us the rest of the Uncharted collection, and if that's the case.
Yeah. Oh, and Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty is dropping October 28th as well. So a lot of games. But yeah, this month is definitely going to be that Madden. Oh, and Saints Row, because I totally forgot about that fucking game.
Yeah, I forgot about that game on purpose.
I don't think it's going to be horrible like everybody says it is, but it's definitely one of those kind of like we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to do it. But yeah, Evo was definitely fun this year. We are definitely going to try to go to Evo next year. At least make the attempt to go amongst other conventions and other events.
Hey, listen, that press life.
Hopefully
that's what I'm going for.
Hopefully the ticket prices don't be ridiculous next year. That would be very fucking nice.
You talking about flights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Be very nice. But yeah, that is it for pressing buttons. Be sure to follow us on Twitch to watch us stream random games. I think the last game I streamed was Final Fantasy X-2, and I'm going to be streaming Yakuza Like a Dragon because my goofball behind, when that game came out during the early quarantine, I played it, streamed it, and then other games took over, like
and
Final
then you
Fantasy
forgot
Remake,
about it.
and I forgot about it. So because it's the free game for this month on PlayStation, fuck it. Might as well start from the beginning and actually get through that whole game because a lot of people did enjoy me playing through that game when I initially streamed it. And I want to kind of keep that going and kind of get back to the world of Yakuza and have fun with it as we normally do. So, yeah. With that in mind, we will be back.
We'll see you guys next. I'm trying to think when the next pressing buttons will be. Probably after the next big gaming event that takes place. Maybe you might see us Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, Tokyo Game Show's next month, so hopefully, because is Tokyo Game Show live streaming?
It should be.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully we'll do something for that.
Yeah.
See what happens. With that in mind, we will catch you guys later. Peace.
Later.